Birdman got a jewelry collection worth $60 million, and I'm not even capping. This man literally influenced the entire rap game when it comes to bling, and no cap, he probably got more ice than any other rapper walking this planet right now. We talking about a collection so insane that some of his single pieces cost more than most people's houses, shorty. But before we get to that absolutely bonkers story, let me break down every single piece this Cash Money legend owns and how he got them. Y'all are not ready for this type shit, for real. This man's jewelry game is so crazy that other rappers study his collection just to understand what real wealth looks like. So look, Brian Birdman Williams, the New Orleans legend, went from the streets of the 17th Ward to becoming one of the biggest moguls in hip-hop history. This YN started Cash Money Records with his brother Slim back in 1991 with nothing but a dream and some serious street hustle. And with that success came some serious money. We talking about a net worth of over $100 million type money where you can buy whatever you want and not even blink twice about it. And trust me, homie been spending that bread on some of the most insane jewelry pieces you've ever seen in your life. This collection is absolutely bonkers and represents decades of grinding in the music industry. But here's what makes it even crazier. Birdman didn't just start buying expensive jewelry after he got rich. This man was investing in ice even when Cash Money was just getting started, because he understood that jewelry was more than just accessories. It was a statement of power and success. But here's the thing that's really crazy about Birdman's influence, gang. Him and his brother Slim didn't just collect jewelry. They literally changed the whole game forever. Back in the 90s, when Cash Money Records was blowing up with artists like Juvenile, Lil Wayne, and the Hot Boys, these cats took hip-hop jewelry to a place that exceeded everyone's imagination. They were hugely influential in popularizing diamonds and hip-hop jewelry during what we now call the bling-bling era. In the mid to late 1990s, platinum replaced gold as the metal of choice in hip-hop fashion, and Cash Money artists like Juvenile and the Hot Boys were largely responsible for this massive cultural shift. But Birdman was front and center of this movement, showing cats how to really stunt with that ice and setting standards that the whole industry still follows today. Before Cash Money, most rappers were rocking basic gold chains and simple pieces. After Birdman started flexing, everybody had to step their jewelry game up or get left behind, no cap. Now before we dive into these individual pieces, let me break down how Birdman was able to afford all this ice, because the numbers are absolutely insane, fam. Cash Money Records became one of the most successful independent labels in hip-hop history, and Birdman's business moves were calculated from day one. When Cash Money signed that distribution deal with Universal in the late 90s, they negotiated to keep ownership of their masters, something most labels don't do. That deal was reportedly worth $30 million up front, but the real money came from the ongoing royalties and the fact that they owned everything. When you own your masters and you got artists like Lil Wayne, Juvenile, and later Drake bringing in hundreds of millions in revenue, that's when you can afford to drop $500,000 on grills without thinking twice about it. But here's what's really smart about Birdman's jewelry strategy. He wasn't just buying pieces to flex. This man understood that high-end jewelry holds its value and can even appreciate over time, especially custom pieces from legendary jewelers. Some of the pieces in his collection have actually increased in value since he bought them, making his jewelry collection not just a flex, but a legitimate investment portfolio. That's the type of business mindset that separates real moguls from cats who just got lucky, for real. The diamond grills. Alright, let's start with something that's permanently part of this man. His diamond grill's worth $500,000. Yeah, you heard that right. $500,000 just for his teeth, shorty. These ain't your regular grills that you can take in and out either. We talking permanent platinum and diamond grills with 18-karat white gold and platinum crowns, all set with Asher-cut diamonds that catch light from every angle. Birdman got these back in the early 2000s when Cash Money was really taking off and he wanted to make a statement that would last forever. This was his way of saying, I made it, and I'm never going back to being broke. The backstory on these grills is wild. He actually flew to New York specifically to work with one of the most exclusive dental jewelers in the world, and the process took over 6 months to complete. The craftsmanship on these is absolutely insane, gang. Each diamond is perfectly cut and set using a technique that ensures they'll never fall out, and the platinum work is so precise that it looks like his natural teeth are made of diamonds. The Asher-cut diamonds are specifically chosen because they reflect light in a way that makes his smile visible from across a room. What's crazy is that Birdman influenced a whole generation of rappers to get grills after this. Before him, permanent diamond grills weren't really a thing in hip-hop like that. You had some cats with gold teeth, but nobody was doing permanent diamond work at this level. But when the Birdman started flashing that million-dollar smile, everybody wanted to follow suit. Paul Wall, Nelly, and countless other artists all got grills after seeing what Birdman was doing. The technical details are bonkers too. The diamonds are all VS1 clarity or better, and the setting work required specialized tools that most jewelers don't even have access to. The platinum crowns are custom fitted to his teeth and designed to last a lifetime. That's actually crazy when you think about it. This man literally changed how rappers smile, and now permanent grills are a standard part of hip-hop culture, no cap. Cuban link chain and bracelet set, $175,000. Next up, we got his Cuban link chain and bracelet set worth $175,000. This set includes a 26-inch diamond Cuban link chain and an 8-inch matching bracelet with a total weight of 1,000 grams. That's over 2 pounds of pure ice, family. The whole set features micropave diamond setting, which means every single link is completely covered in diamonds with no metal showing through. Birdman copped this set around 2005 when Cash Money was dominating the charts with Lil Wayne's career really taking off. The backstory on this piece is wild. He actually got it custom made after seeing a similar piece on another rapper at an award show, but he told the jeweler, "Make mine bigger and put more diamonds on it than anybody's ever seen." The jeweler thought he was joking until Birdman put down a $100,000 deposit on the spot. The technical details are insane, shorty. Each diamond is VS1 clarity or better, and the setting work took over 200 hours to complete. The micropave technique requires incredible precision because the diamonds have to be set so close together that you can't see any gaps. The chain alone contains over 500 individual diamonds, and each one had to be hand-selected for color and clarity matching. This piece became iconic because it showed other artists what a real Cuban chain should look like. Before this, most Cuban chains were just gold, with maybe some diamonds on the clasp. But Birdman said, "Nah, we putting diamonds on everything." And that became the new standard in hip-hop jewelry. The weight of this set is crazy too. 1,000 grams means this chain has serious presence when he wears it. What's really wild is that this set started a trend that's still going strong today. Now you see every rapper with diamond Cuban chains, but most of them don't even come close to the quality and craftsmanship of Birdman's original set. The way the diamonds catch light when he moves is absolutely mesmerizing, and the bracelet matches perfectly so the whole look is coordinated. That's the type of attention to detail that separates real players from wannabes, gang. Hublot King watch, $62,500. Now let's talk about his Hublot King watch worth $62,500. This piece is crafted from 18-karat rose gold with a black ceramic bezel and features diamond hour markers that make telling time a luxury experience. The watch has a 48mm case, which is massive on the wrist and makes a serious statement about the person wearing it. Birdman got this watch in 2010 as a gift to himself after Cash Money hit a major milestone. They had just signed Drake and the label was bringing in crazy money. What's crazy about this piece is that Hublot only made a limited number of these King editions, and Birdman was one of the first rappers to really put Hublot on the map in hip-hop culture. Before him, most rappers were wearing Rolex or Audemars Piguet exclusively, but Birdman started rocking Hublot heavy, and now you see every rapper with one. The King edition is special because of its size and the way the diamonds catch light against the rose gold and black ceramic. When Birdman wears this, you can see it from across the room, and it commands respect immediately. The technical specs on this watch are impressive too. It's powered by Hublot's in-house movement, which means it's not just beautiful but also incredibly precise. The diamond hour markers are set using a technique that ensures they'll never come loose, and the rose gold case is polished to a mirror finish that reflects light beautifully. What makes this piece legendary in hip-hop culture is that it represents Birdman's ability to spot trends before they become mainstream. He was wearing Hublot when most people had never even heard of the brand, and now it's one of the most popular luxury watch brands in hip-hop. That's the type of influence this man has. He doesn't follow trends, he creates them, no cap. Jacob & Company 5-time zone diamond watch, $520,000. Aight gang, now we getting into the really expensive stuff that'll make your head spin. This Jacob & Co. 5 time zone watch cost $520,000. That's over $500,000 just for one watch, shorty. This piece is made from 18-karat white gold with the case, bezel, and dial invisibly set with baguette-cut diamonds. The crazy part? This watch is limited to only 12 pieces worldwide, making it one of the most exclusive timepieces ever created. Birdman copped this around 2008 when he was really at the peak of his jewelry game, and Cash Money was pulling in insane revenue from multiple platinum artists. The backstory is that Jacob Arabo, the legendary jeweler known as Jacob the Jeweler, actually called Birdman personally to offer him one of these exclusive pieces. Jacob knew that if Birdman wore it, every other rapper would want one too. The technical craftsmanship is absolutely bonkers, fam. The invisible setting technique means you can't see any metal between the diamonds, so it looks like the whole watch is made of pure ice. Each baguette diamond is perfectly matched for color and clarity, and the setting work required master craftsmen with decades of experience. The process of creating this watch took over 800 hours of labor. What makes this piece legendary is that it can display 5 different time zones simultaneously, which was perfect for Birdman's international business dealings with Cash Money. But let's be real, this man didn't buy it for the functionality. He bought it because it's the most iced-out watch Jacob & Co. ever made at that time. The diamonds cover every visible surface except the actual time display. When other rappers saw Birdman with this piece, it set a new standard for what a luxury watch should look like in hip-hop. Suddenly, regular Rolexes weren't enough anymore. Cats needed pieces with serious ice to compete. The exclusivity factor is crazy too. With only 12 pieces made, owning one puts you in an extremely elite group. That's actually crazy influence right there, for real. Chopard Diamond Watch, $1.5 million. But yo, if you thought that last watch was expensive, wait until you hear about this next piece that'll blow your mind completely. Birdman's Chopard diamond watch costs $1.5 million. Yeah, you heard that right. $1.5 million just for one watch, gang. This piece is made from 18-karat white gold and is completely covered in diamonds with a moving dollar motif in the dial that actually rotates as you move your wrist. The diamonds are set between 2 sapphire crystals using a technique that took Chopard's master craftsman years to perfect. And here's the craziest part. Only 2 of these watches exist in the entire world, and the other one is owned by Elton John. That means Birdman is in some seriously exclusive company with this piece. Birdman got this piece in 2009, and the story behind it is absolutely wild. Shorty, he was at a high-end jewelry store in Miami during Art Basel weekend and saw this watch in a private collection that wasn't supposed to be for sale. The dealer told him it was just for display and belonged to a private collector, but Birdman said, "Everything got a price, homie. What's it gonna take?" After some serious negotiating that reportedly lasted several hours, and Birdman showing that he had the cash to back up his interest, he walked out with this one-of-a-kind piece. The dealer later said it was one of the most expensive single transactions he'd ever handled, and Birdman paid in cash without even blinking. The technical details are absolutely insane, gang. Over 200 carats of flawless diamonds cover the entire watch, and each diamond is individually set by hand. The moving dollar sign is powered by a special mechanism that Chopard developed specifically for this piece, and it required over 1,000 hours of labor to complete. The craftsmanship is so precise that every diamond catches light perfectly no matter what angle you view it from. What's crazy is that this watch is more expensive than most people's houses, but for Birdman, it was just another Tuesday purchase. This piece really showed the world that hip-hop jewelry had reached a whole new level of luxury that most people couldn't even imagine. When you got a watch that costs more than a Lamborghini, a Ferrari, and a Bentley combined, you know you made it to a different stratosphere of wealth. No cap. Custom ruby pendants from Avian & Company. Now let's talk about Birdman's custom ruby pendant collection from Avian & Company, and these pieces are absolutely bonkers, fam. While the exact price isn't public because they're custom one-off pieces, jewelers in the industry estimate they're worth at least $300,000 each, and that's probably being conservative. The main pendant features 18-karat white gold with a 30-karat special cut ruby gemstone and 5 carats of flawless D-color white diamonds arranged in a pattern that's never been replicated. He also got a piece with a 20-karat large rare Burmese red ruby that's just insane to look at in person. Burmese rubies are some of the most valuable gemstones in the world because of their unique color and rarity, and finding one this size with this level of clarity is almost impossible. Birdman commissioned these pieces around 2011 when he wanted something that nobody else had and that would stand out even in a room full of iced-out jewelry. The backstory is that he walked into Avian and Company in New York's Diamond District and told them, "I want the biggest, rarest rubies you can find, and I want them set in the most expensive way possible. Money is no object." The Burmese rubies are some of the rarest gemstones in the world, and the way they're set with the diamonds creates this incredible contrast that catches light in a way that's almost hypnotic. The setting work alone took over 300 hours because each diamond had to be perfectly placed to complement the ruby's natural color. What makes these pieces special is that Birdman was one of the first rappers to really go heavy with colored gemstones like this. Most cats were still focused on diamonds exclusively, but Birdman said, "Nah, I'm doing something different that nobody else can copy." The ruby and diamond tennis chain that goes with these pendants is equally insane and features alternating rubies and diamonds in a pattern that's never been duplicated. This collection really showed that Birdman wasn't just following trends. He was creating entirely new categories of hip-hop jewelry. The influence was immediate. Within a year, other rappers started incorporating colored gemstones into their collections, but none of them could match the quality and rarity of Birdman's pieces. That's the type of trend-setting vision this man had, gang. 15-karat black diamond ring and matching earrings. Next up, we got Birdman's 15-karat black diamond ring and matching earrings, and this set is absolutely crazy, fam. While the exact price isn't publicly known because it's a custom set, black diamonds of this quality and size typically run $200,000 to $400,000 for a set like this, and that's probably on the conservative side. The ring features a massive 10-karat center stone surrounded by 5 carats of smaller black diamonds, and the earrings each feature 2.5-karat black diamonds with white diamond accents. Birdman got these pieces around 2012, and the story is that he wanted something that would stand out even in a room full of iced-out jewelry. Black diamonds are incredibly rare and expensive, but they have this unique look that's both elegant and street at the same time. The contrast between the black diamonds and the white gold setting creates this incredible visual effect that's impossible to ignore. What's crazy about this set is that it started a major trend of rappers wearing black diamond jewelry. Before Birdman, most hip-hop jewelry was all about clear diamonds and colored gemstones, but when he started rocking these black diamond pieces, other artists took notice immediately. The contrast and uniqueness of black diamonds made them perfect for artists who wanted to stand out from the crowd. Within a few years, you started seeing black diamond jewelry everywhere in hip-hop. Artists like Jay-Z, Kanye West, and Drake all started incorporating black diamonds into their collections, but none of them had pieces as impressive as Birdman's original set. Once again, Birdman was ahead of the curve, setting trends that the whole culture would follow for years to come. That's actually crazy influence when you think about it, for real. Billionaire's Row piece from Raffaello and Company. Aight, now we getting to one of the most exclusive and mysterious pieces in Birdman's collection. The Billionaire's Row piece commissioned from Raffaello and Company in 2012. While the exact price isn't public because Raffaello and Company doesn't discuss their clients' purchases, pieces from this collection typically start at $500,000 and can go well over $1 million depending on the specifications. This diamond-encrusted piece is absolutely bonkers and represents the pinnacle of luxury jewelry craftsmanship. The backstory on this piece is wild, gang. Raffaello and Company only makes pieces for the ultra-wealthy. We talking billionaires, royalty, and A-list celebrities who want something that nobody else can get. They don't even advertise to the public, and you can't just walk into their store and buy something. You have to be invited to work with them. Birdman got connected through his extensive jeweler network and his reputation for buying the most expensive pieces available. When Raffaello and Company heard that Birdman was interested in commissioning a piece, they were excited to work with someone who understood true luxury and wasn't afraid to pay for the best craftsmanship in the world. The Billionaire's Row collection is known for using only the finest diamonds available. We talking D-color, flawless clarity stones that are hand-selected from the best minds in the world. The setting work is done by master craftsmen who have decades of experience working with the most exclusive pieces imaginable. What makes this piece legendary is that it represents Birdman's status in the game at the highest possible level. When you can commission pieces from jewelers who only work with billionaires and royalty, you know you made it to a different stratosphere entirely. This piece is so exclusive that most people will never even see one in person, and the craftsmanship and attention to detail is on another level entirely. Diamond Truck the World Birdman Pendant. We can't forget about his custom Truck de Whirl Birdman pendant, which is one of his most recognizable and signature pieces in the entire collection. This pendant features his iconic hand symbol completely covered in diamonds with incredible detail work that makes it look like a piece of art. While the exact price isn't known, custom pendants of this size and quality typically run $150,000 to $300,000, and this one is probably on the higher end of that range. Birdman got this piece made in the early 2000s when the hand symbol became his trademark and started appearing in music videos and promotional materials. The pendant is significant because it represents his brand and his influence in the culture in a way that's instantly recognizable. When you see that hand symbol, you immediately know it's associated with Birdman and Cash Money Records. The technical work is absolutely insane. Every finger is perfectly detailed and covered in diamonds, and the proportions are exact replicas of Birdman's actual hand. The chain it hangs on is equally impressive, a thick Cuban link that's designed to support the weight of the pendant while adding to the overall visual impact. This piece became iconic because it showed other artists how to turn their personal brand into jewelry in a way that was both artistic and luxurious. Before this, most pendants were just generic designs or simple nameplates, but Birdman created something that was uniquely his and became instantly recognizable across the entire hip-hop culture. What if I told you that Birdman could buy a $100,000 chain every single month for the next 50 years and still be a multi-millionaire? That's the level of wealth we're talking about, gang. This man's jewelry collection is worth more than most people will make in their entire lifetime, and for him, it's just one part of his overall wealth portfolio. Remember that interview where he said he keeps $100,000 in cash on him at all times just for daily expenses? That's the type of money this man is working with on a regular basis. His jewelry collection represents decades of success in the music industry and smart business moves that most people don't even know about. Remember, if this content is helping you learn about hip-hop culture and the business behind the music, smash that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We got more crazy jewelry breakdowns coming your way, including some pieces that'll make Birdman's collection look like pocket change. No cap, the jewelry game in hip-hop goes even deeper than what we covered today, and I'm gonna show you exactly how deep it goes, fam.